2, 1, and we are live. All right. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Listen to This While Doing Laundry, the show where we just talk about interesting stuff in an interesting fashion. So my name is James, and then we have Dondre and Zach. So first, we're going to be talking about, our main topic is Stephen McDaniel, who, whenever you see videos of him, whether he's being interrogated or interviewed, he's just one of the creepiest people you'll ever see. So we'll talk about him and what he did. But before we get into that, let's go to the newsroom where our weatherman Dondre is standing by.
It's cold, and it's gonna get more cold because you see the Earth wobbles, and then it wobbles one way, and it gets cold, and it wobbles the other way, and it gets hot.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's interesting. That's good news.
That's what's going on there. That fire is still raging in California, I think. I don't know why there are so many fires in California, but there seems to be. That officer was found was being charged with murder in Fort Worth for killing that lady while she was playing video games with her nephew. So to all of you losers that play video, be careful because the cops can shoot you. By the way, there was like I think, is Trump coming to town?
Yeah. He has that Dallas rally
today, right?
Everywhere.
Was it
in
today?
Fort Worth. There's cops everywhere.
Today at the AAC.
Oh, damn, Dondre, where were you?
After his crazy meltdown with Nancy Pelosi, but whatever.
Dondre, you should have. What happened? You told me your plan was to take care of him.
Oh yes, sexuals. No, no. Oh God, I just
expected between 25 to 26,000 supporters and protesters at the AAC today. Right now, actually, two hours ago.
Well, there's a shit ton of police. I don't know if he came through Fort Worth or something. Maybe he flew in at the Air Force Base here, and then that would probably make sense, wouldn't it? The Air Force One would dock at the Fort Worth Air Force Base, and then they would drive him to Dallas or something. I don't know if they would fly into DFW, or I don't know.
They
he came in by drone.
Oh yeah.
They just shot him out. Yeah, so he was here, and Anywho, the officer was found was charged with murder. Apparently, the kid's her nephew said that she grabbed the gun and pointed it towards the window before the officer shot her. But if someone was creeping around your freaking front yard and you know who the hell it was, I mean, a weapon. I mean, but you have weapons to protect yourself. The officer didn't say he was an officer, so I don't know if he's still going to get charged with murder or manslaughter or whatever. We'll see what happens.
Wait, so what happened? So the lady had a gun?
Yeah, it's Texas. The majority of people have.
Why was she holding a gun?
She saw someone moving around in her yard. Like she creeped out the window, and it was at night or early in the morning. So she saw someone moving around in her yard all quiet like and not announcing themselves, so she thought it was someone trying to, break into her house or something.
Okay. Yeah, then Rick Perry.
I mean, that idiot. Where does he go from here? Who keeps hiring him?
Yeah, that's weird.
And lands jobs like nothing I've ever seen before in my life. What else? I don't know if the impeachment's gonna happen because Nancy's an old hoe, but we'll see about that. I don't think it's gonna happen. And what else? Oh, I watched that Joe Biden. What is Joe Biden's son's name? The center of the Ukrainian mishap. I watched his stupid interview with Good Morning America. He was like a moron too. But yeah, I don't think there's really anything there. So I don't think it'll be much of an issue. You know what I want to do this holiday season? They do a Polar Express train ride, like in like an old school like train cart. I've always wanted to do that. So I think I'm going to get a ticket to that little stupid Polar Express thing. I watched half of the movie in high school, and it was really good.
What the heck?
The half that I saw was amazing. Was there any other news out there?
Let's talk about our boys.
Cowboys, the people that suck.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What's going on?
It's not.
Garrett needs to be fired. Dax needs to get his fucking. Well, he has a signed deal that says he gets what 50 million no matter what or some bullshit like that.
Mhm.
I think we
They
need to
both
get
do.
this 50 million and get him the fuck out because I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but I hate them and if and they live here, don't they? Like in Highland Park Village. I'm over in Highland Park all the time. If I see them, I'm gonna run them the fuck over with my Captiva, and then I'm gonna get out the car, and that's when the real bloodbath begins. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of Dex. That's just what I think.
So we'll see. I mean, they are facing the Eagles this Sunday. Y'all want to go see that?
Oh, the Eagles are actually coming here this weekend, I think, too. The actual Eagles. The band. But
Oh,
the American Airlines
Oh.
Center. That's a very fun coincidence. Or not I don't know. The Eagles are coming. The Eagles coming.
I'm not to see it. I mean, we're still tied for first in our division.
yeah. So tomorrow's or Sunday's game will decide if we're first anymore.
Um,
A follow-up to last week news where Blizzard banned a Hearthstone player.
Mhm.
Blizzard has now banned 3 more Hearthstone players. They were American university students who were competing in the Hearthstone, I think it's pronounced collegiate championships,
Mhm.
or holding up a sign that says during the actual broadcast so that all the stream viewers could see, "Free Hong Kong, boycott Blizz."
Yeah, that's the one that we were arguing about last one. Yeah, so they banned them, and I think they unbanned and gave that dude his prize money back, right?
how can you
Good.
unban someone? A ban is supposed to be in effect forever. I ban. Now you're unban you.
Yeah, that's the
time?
video game world.
What time is the game? Is it on Sunday?
Yeah, it's also at nights at 7:20.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go to that shitty place you took us last time. So fried, I could taste the grease.
All right, we'll go to a different place.
Pick another place, and don't let it suck this time. Oh, also, this is you guys have to see the pictures for this. I forgot about this. So there's a shit ton of plastic in Malaysia. Like the water is so fucking polluted, it's ridiculous. You guys need to Google that picture. Please don't buy bottled fucking water.
Oh,
Get a freaking
my
Brita filter
God.
or something like that. Like the plastic is out of fucking control, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of it though is from like other third world countries. They just don't give a crap.
Yes, that is true. But also, I don't understand when I buy a shit ton of clothes. Like, why is everything individually wrapped in plastic? Every little, I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you have this like this?
It's because you're buying from Tommy Hilfiger.
I know. I never buy.
And what was it?
I'm a polo shopper.
Yeah, Polo. So you need to boycott them.
Well, and I also don't know why they have to make have you cut the things off of your shirt and it has it has 5 different things in different languages?
Yeah.
Fuck. So much waste. But yeah. But Malaysia has a lot of fucking plastic problems, man. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, who knows what any of us will do. As actually in I guess talking about that, I read something about maybe a couple weeks ago, because there has been talking about it for years, where like I think you always hear like a story about someone develops like a robot or something to take care of the pollution in the ocean, and you hear about it, but you don't ever see it like in effect. But I think they recently put something like that in effect to help clean up the garbage island.
Finally. Well, good. Wow. As I recycle, I say I don't want any straws when I go to fucking restaurants. Also, because for those who watch Law and Order, I watch Law and Order SVU. They're closing. So like in the show, they're like, you're going to Rikers, and they always have to go to Rikers to like see the criminals or whatever. You see them walk them into there. Anyway, New York City Council has voted to close Riker Island jail. So there's no more Rikers Island.
What does that mean?
That means all the criminals get to go free. They're just...
Go, you're free now. Damn.
That's exactly what that means. When is the Summer Olympics this year? 2020?
Yeah. So next year, 2020.
Awesome. I never watch the Olympics because I don't care. But this year I think I'm going to watch it. And I think I'm going to watch the, I don't know.
The what?
I'm going to find the least important one, and that's what I'm going to watch.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to vote. I don't know, do you vote?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And the Olympics.
What do you vote for?
Oh, in the Olympics? No.
Oh, there's no voting? Oh.
What are you voting for?
The winner? I don't know.
Oh, you just vote for the winner? It's a popularity contest?
Well, I don't know. I said I don't watch the Olympics, but I'm going to watch them. Aren't these the same Olympics game that's been going on since like the Colosseum in Greece or something?
Yeah. Olympia.
So they're gonna have like wrestling and all that stuff.
They don't fight to the death anymore. I think they should bring that back. That'd be really cool to watch.
That was like back then though. Like they I think they had like almost anything allowed. Like they could grab the other dude's genitals.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like,
what?
Yeah, like back then, like back in ancient, whenever it was like first, I don't know, made up or whatever. I think they were like allowed to do like a lot of stuff that's illegal now.
Like I want to see a man fight a lion with like a net.
You can. You just have to be in the, in the right group.
Okay, listen to this. Have you heard of this virtual travel thing in Japan? Favorite? Oh, isn't our friend in Japan right now?
Who?
The fat guy. Besides me.
The fat guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes.
Oh God.
That fat guy.
I don't know. Is he? I heard he was going, but I don't know when.
Well, they have these. So if you don't want to travel, like say you don't want to go meet your parents, they have like avatars that will like they're like an iPad and then there's your face, and it's like a virtual like Skype. So the robot will like move around and you can like go places and do shit.
Is it like a?
It's like a walking FaceTime for some reason.
Yeah. Do they have it set up like on a one of those? It's like on two wheels. What is it called? You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean, but I know what you're describing. I don't know if it's called something like that. It's not like a Segway. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it's like a mini Segway.
All right. Well, this has been the news portion of this thing we call life.
Okay. Good
Thanks
job.
for. Have a good night.
All right. See you next time. All right. So now that we got our weather report, we're going to be talking about the main topic, which is Stephen McDaniel. So we're going to be looking at a few of his interviews and interrogations and all that kind of stuff. So to give y'all a little bit of like background on it, so this happened back in 2011. It was June 2011. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Wait, I thought that was your video, bro.
No, that was something on Dondre's end, I'm pretty sure.
What? Why would I be doing something?
You're always doing something.
Because I'm working.
So this happened back in 2011, June 2011. Stephen McDaniel has confessed to the killing. He killed and dismembered his fellow law student. They are both going to Mercer Law. And at the time, the victim, her name's Agnes Scott. She was 27 when she was killed.
Agnes. She deserves to die.
Whoa, dude, calm down. So,
My name's Agnes.
yeah, so basically, it was really weird. So, let me pull up the timeline here. So, on June 25th, 2011, wait, actually, no, sorry, her name. Oh my God, her name isn't Agnes Scott. I'm so wrong on that. Her name's Lauren Giddings. So the victim's name is Lauren Giddings. So, on June 25th, 2011, that was the last time she was seen by her friends. And then I guess over the next 4 days, no one had heard from her, but they just assumed she was studying for the bar exam. So no one like really went crazy looking for her until after 4 days when they still hadn't heard back from her. So they, I guess one of her friends or family members had an extra key to her apartment, went in there and saw that her phone and purse and everything was still in her room. And that's when they filed the missing person report.
Dun dun.
So, so I think it was on the same day or the day after. It was like very, very short amount of time. So basically, whenever she was killed, she was dismembered, and Stephen McDaniel threw her torso in the dumpster at the campus for some reason.
Through her torso?
Yeah, so he dismembered her, but I don't know where the other body parts are. I don't know if they ever found them, but they did find the torso, and that's how they basically linked him to it, is because they found the torso, because it was, for some reason, he put it in the dumpster on school grounds. He couldn't think of like another place to put it. I don't know. So the police, after she's reported missing, they discover her torso in the trash bin. And yeah, after that, they actually interviewed a couple people that were friends of hers and like that were family to her. So Stephen McDaniel was her neighbor. He lived like right next to her pretty much in the same apartment complex. And so they did a interview with him, and you can see the moment when they tell whenever they tell him that they found a body, his whole demeanor changes, and he's like, oh fuck. So
Really?
yeah.
Why did they interview the neighbor?
Because this is like the news that's doing it. The news is trying to get a story and everything, so they're like interviewing people that knew her.
Killed a person. Why would you do interviews? Why would you say like no comment, no comment, no comment?
Yeah, because so this dude was apparently, he's a law student, so he thinks he's basically, and this is something that he had told his friend of his, that basically he thinks he's super smart, and that he told his friend that if he wanted to, he could get away with murder. So this dude is like high on his horse. But okay, so I'm gonna play the video. So this is the news interviewing him, and this is where they tell him that they found a body, and he finds out.
Okay.
No one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time, anything like that?
No one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I've always heard noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
That's
what
it
kind
right
of
there.
person was she? What did you see?
She's as nice as can be. Very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. The only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. The door was locked when everyone got here. We just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? We don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's why we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
So, and it's so weird because it's like he makes it almost, it's so obvious. It's weird. You think it's like some bad acting on a TV show.
Who is that person in the back?
Oh, in their car?
That was weird.
Oh, you mean the lady that was in her car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so like, it's just weird. He kind of made it seem like it threw him off, and it was kind of like made it kind of obvious. Then after that, they continue interviewing him, and he's like, so at first during the interview, he's like, yeah, we don't know where she's at. And now you can hear like a definitely different change in his tone and everything. So I'll play that here.
You've been studying for the bar?
Yeah, no one had seen her since Saturday because there's not a whole lot of interaction unless we're doing classes.
Right.
And she was doing the online version of it.
You all studied together though?
We were in. There's two different people there's two companies that provide it. Kaplan provides it and Barbary provides it. I signed up with Barbary and I've been doing the lectures that they have in the mornings. She was doing the Kaplan online, so I hardly ever saw her. I would see her like go out running, but
What time would she go out running?
I don't even know when.
Was it at night or morning?
I saw her like midday.
So it basically goes on like that for about 10 more minutes, just him stuttering, and they're just asking him questions and all this stuff. So eventually at the crime scene, they find some evidence of his, like they find some hairs on the body. So obviously right off the bat, he didn't do a good job. There's no way he was getting away with it.
And you don't put bodies in trash cans because they go to the dump, and the dump people recognize it, and they can always trace it back to where it was picked up.
Yeah.
God, this person doesn't watch any forensics.
Yeah, and it was weird because it was on the same campus that they went to, and it's just like he was just asking to be caught. So
he acted pretty strange.
Yeah, it almost seemed like he made it obvious. It was weird, but
Why is he the creepiest killer?
So okay, so I'm about to show you. So soon after that, so for some reason, before he was, I guess, charged with murder and everything, he appeared in court for a burglary charge, where he was charged with 2 counts of burglary, for breaking into the apartments of his complex. So apparently, somehow he had a master key for some of the apartments there, and so he was able, and that key worked on his victim's apartment. So that's how he was able to, I guess, get access and everything. But so meanwhile, while he was being charged for that, the police conducted a search of his apartment, and they found a bunch of stuff. They found a few guns, some knives, and some of them are like a foot long knives. They found a bayonet, a chainmail vest, and they found a hacksaw, and they found some stuff in his car too. Like they found, I think, rope, some rain ponchos, and then they found some evidence from Lauren, the victim. They found like some blood, and I think some hair. So basically, at this point, with evidence gathering up against him, they put him into a interrogation room, and so this is, so I'll show you the.
Isn't it weird you still have to get a confession? They still want to get a confession even if they have all the evidence pointing towards you. We gotta get this guy to confess.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess they have to like make it like, you know.
DNA.
Yeah. Because like, you know, it could be like, I don't know, maybe he was hanging out with her and his hair just happened to be with her before she was killed. So I guess they had to like, you know, really make sure he was the one. They had to make it, you know, without a doubt. But
Right, because innocent until proven guilty, right?
yeah. So,
you're guilty.
So I'll show you the interrogation here. I'll show you just the first little bit of it so you can kind of get a sense of the detectives that are interviewing him and get a sense of Stephen McDaniel. Let me get pulled up here. All right.
All right. I just got to ask you a few more questions. You came down earlier tonight, me and you talked, all right. You don't have any weapons on you, do you? No. That's just you are. What's wrong? You know I'm Detective Patterson, right?
Yes.
Do you remember? Put your hands up here. You remember us talking earlier tonight? Right?
Yes.
You remember me earlier in the day?
Yes.
So we came down here and talked a little bit and then we left?
Yes.
Okay. I need to know about this girl right here. You know her?
Yes.
Who is that?
Lauren Giddens.
Does she live next door to you?
Yes.
When's the last time you seen her?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Was you friends with Lauren?
Yes.
Look at me when you talk to me, son. Okay? Was you friends with her?
Yes.
Close friends?
We were good.
I mean, y'all were friends, right? Both of
Yes.
y'all were law students. You're studying to be an attorney, right?
Yes.
What kind of law do you want to go into? Criminal law?
Yes.
Civil? Is that what you want to do for a living?
Yes.
Okay. Are you almost finished?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have too much more to do, right?
No.
All right. Are you going to stay here in Macon?
I don't know.
Did you used to work at the district attorney's office in Macon?
Yes.
Was you on the prosecutor side or the defense side?
Prosecutor.
So you were on our side.
Yes.
Right. You never worked on the other side?
No.
Did you like it when you were down there?
Yes.
Got along with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. And you've lived next to Lauren for a long time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where she's at tonight?
No.
Hmm?
No.
Have you ever seen her with that dress on?
No.
You have no idea where she's at?
No.
So, so this is a 2-hour long video, so I'm not gonna obviously show the whole thing, but
No, we have to watch everything.
so I'll show you some key parts to it. But basically, the whole interview goes like this. He just says 3 or 4 things the whole time: yes, no, I don't know, or I'm not sure. So that's the only like 4 things he says the whole time, and then the whole time for the whole interview, you can see the detectives moving, just like normal people, I guess. But the whole time, Stephen McDaniel like barely moves. He only moves his head to look. Like at the beginning of the interrogation, the detective says, "Look at me in the eyes." So he looks up at him in the eyes, and for the rest of the interview, he looks just straight into his eyes. And then he doesn't like move. He only moves his head. The only time he moves is when the detectives like put their hands on his shoulder, or they basically move him themselves. That's the only time he really moves. So let me show you that real quick, because it's creepy. Okay, here we go. So this is a few hour interrogation, and you can see how much the detectives moves versus Stephen McDaniel. So this is sped up. He's like a statue. And then whenever they leave, he's just like staring at the wall.
God, that guy's an amateur killer.
So, yeah, it's just everything that he does is just like very weird, very creepy. Like the way I don't know if he's trying to like.
I think that's his strategy.
Yeah, like
To try to give away as little as possible.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like trying to like build a certain defense, like he's trying to say he has a condition, but yeah, it's very weird.
Or like, the reason why I think he doesn't answer questions except with yes, no, or I don't know, is the more you say, the more your story doesn't line up.
Yeah.
So like they'll probably ask you like a question, and then like ask you a bunch of other questions, and then like 30 minutes later, they'll ask you not like the same questions, but very similar questions.
Yeah.
But the wording will be different, and if your answer changes slightly, they'll catch you in a lie or something. So he's probably just trying to minimize that by sticking only to yes, no, or I don't know. And he's probably trying to like not give anything away, not moving body. So I think that's just like his strategy going into the questioning was gonna give away as little as possible.
That's
what was
true.
the verdict on this trial on this guy?
He pleaded guilty.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so yeah, he's in jail right now, and he I think recently tried to file an appeal. And I'll show you that here in a little bit, but yeah, you're right. He probably was like trying to build some kind of defense or a strategy he was trying to have, but it's really weird how well he was able to not move. That's really weird. So some of the interview, the interrogation is actually kind of funny. Like when the other detective comes in, he asks him some weird questions like, how often do you bathe, or how often do you clean? How often do you wear underwear? So some of it kind of gets kind of funny. So I'll play that here.
I just don't fucking believe that shit. Don't came back yet.
What's up, bud? You talk to him about his guns?
Yeah.
When was the last time you shot those guns?
I haven't.
You've never shot a gun?
No.
Have you ever shot any gun in your whole life?
No.
Never.
No.
So you bought 3 guns that you've never shot.
Yes.
Why? For what? For what? I'm asking for what? Why do you want to have them? What makes, did they give you, I mean, tell me why it's important to you to have 3 guns. That's an easy question. Come on, talk to me, buddy. Me and you talked all day today. We ain't had a problem communicating. Why is it important for you to have 3 guns? Do you not know?
No.
Okay. You got a girlfriend?
No.
Who's your best friend?
Michael Quinn.
Michael who?
Quinn.
Who is he?
He was a law student with me.
Is he still a law student?
No, he graduated
When was the last time you talked to him?
before he moved up to Boston.
How long ago was that?
A few weeks.
A few weeks, like a month, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, what?
The beginning of June.
Beginning of June? Beginning of June. Okay. So let me ask you a question. You say you don't know where Lauren is, right? You told me earlier you and Lauren were friends, right?
Yes.
How would you describe y'all's relationship?
She was my friend.
She was your friend. What did you ever do things for her? Did she ever do things for you? What did she ever do for you?
We talked.
We talked. What y'all talk about?
News.
The news. Okay. Earlier you was telling me something about you fixed her computer before.
I couldn't fix it.
You couldn't fix it. What was wrong with it?
I don't remember.
How long ago was that?
Around graduation.
Well, how long ago was that?
Middle of May.
Middle of May. So you were over in her apartment in the middle of May.
Yes.
Have you been over there since then?
Yes.
When was the last time you were over there?
Last night.
Before last night. Have you ever been over there with Lauren since the time you worked on her computer in the middle of May?
No.
How many times have you been in her apartment with her hanging out?
I don't know.
So, it just goes like that the whole time. They ask him a couple weird questions. I guess they have their reasons, but they're like asking like, has he thought about like sleeping with her? Did he have fantasies about her? That kind of stuff.
Why does it always have to be that? I just sleep with her, so I killed her.
Yeah. So, yeah, then later on in the interrogation, they start getting, I guess, tougher on him or annoyed with him, and they start like kind of being more like, I guess, mean. It's like they start saying like
$5.99 delivery fee.
Hey, no shopping.
I'm buying food.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Oh, wait, my address is outside the delivery area. Right.
Yeah, so near the end of the interrogation, they're basically telling him that they got him, they got, his evidence, they got DNA that they found from him, and so they're basically like really like hammering him. So recently, Stephen McDaniel had applied for an appeal. He wanted like he basically wanted a do-over for his case, and his lawyer testified, basically giving his side, what he thinks. So I'll play that here because it's like his own lawyer is like doesn't like him.
What?
Until the last couple of weeks of your case, I was strongly in your corner, but this computer evidence that came in from GBI, the fact that you peeping in this Giddings apartment. That was very important. But the basis of plea was that kind of evidence that came in, plus the graphic, specific, detailed confession that you made to Frank Hogan and I, which we were shocked about in the jail, and which you went into terrific detail about how you killed Lauren Giddings, how you went about decapitating her, carving of her body, how you even sat down and cut off every finger and thumb and appendage on her hands and threw them all in the toilet and flushed it at one time. And then combine that with the searches on the internet, the fact that you had done searches about having sex with dead people, things of that nature. All of that combined to a heavy, heavy evidentiary problem in your case. On top of that, you possess the most horrific child pornographic photos I've ever seen. And I've been practicing law for 33 years.
So, yeah, so in addition to him doing his confession about how he killed and dismembered her, they also found stuff on his computer like he said, like having sex with dead people, child pornography, all that kind of stuff. So he's pretty much buried.
What is going on in the world?
There was a video of him having sex with dead people?
No, but he searched for it. He's like, I don't know if he was trying to search for a video or what he was searching for, but they found something related to
necrophilia.
Yeah.
I like my cold, super cold.
So, yeah, the whole thing is just like, it's a good thing they caught him right off the bat, because imagine if he got away with this, he definitely would have continued doing it.
I don't think so. He did a pretty bad job of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, good thing he's really bad at it. He was caught right away, pretty much.
Watch. Sort of.
What?
Almost got away with murder. So he wanted to kill his wife. He tried a total of 3 times to kill his wife. The first time I thought was freaking genius. So, but like, little armrest like in your car where you like lift it up and you can put crap in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he decided to put like mice. He put like 3 mice in there. And so when his wife was on the fucking highway, she opened that console. The mice jumped out at her, and she crashed her car, but it didn't kill her.
Huh. So,
I thought it was pretty genius. But I would have put a snake in there because that would have made you really freak out, I think.
Yeah. What? So why did she open it on the highway? Did she always do that or something?
She probably just needed to get something out of there.
Oh, so he was just like,
it was like
lucky.
Long on, yeah.
Okay. But
then he ended up killing her he faked that someone broke in their house, and then he beat her to death with a hammer. And it was pretty dumb.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I feel like that's what's gonna happen with you and Cassidy.
Oh, you're right.
I'm gonna beat her to death with a hammer.
All right, so let's listen. Just wrap it up here. Let's listen to a little bit of the end of the interrogation, just so you can see what they're talking to him about at the end.
Why he wanted to kill her?
Yeah.
So is this after he confessed?
So this is before the confession. This is, yeah.
I mean, you've always done that your whole life? You don't have no friends? How can you go your whole life without a friend?
I have friends.
Where they at? Where they at? You have any friends here in Macon?
Yes.
Name one, because everybody I talked to said they ain't your friend.
Ryan Granger, Cass Lawson, Ashley Morehouse, Norman Love.
the same people I talked to today. And they're not your friend. Okay? Not your friend. I mean, it's all over anyways. I just want to know what was going on tonight. Game's over. I mean, we know what you did to her, so we just want to know what you, if you were going to tell us or not.
I didn't do anything.
Well, that's what you say. But we know different. So you fucked either way. You're fucked. We already know. And everybody out there, all your friends know that you're down here because of what happened on Arm. So all those friends that you thought you had are not your friends anymore. Okay, there'll be no more video games. Alright. I know. This is the end. Anything you want to say?
I didn't do anything.
That's what you say. That's what you say. Stick to your story. Because it's over. We're tired of talking to you. We know you killed her. We know you put her body in the trash can. Simple as that. The news media knows it. Glenda knows it. Your mother. Your sister knows it.
So, yes, that's about it. And then like for after that, the detective walks out, and then it's like 5 minutes of him not moving. He's just standing still, just staring at one place.
Wouldn't you be that way after been caught or suspected of murder? I think you would panic personally.
Wait, what?
A lunatic. If you murdered someone and the cops put you there.
So this is just 5 minutes of this.
Damn.
Yeah, he was a law student too, so if he had, I guess, planned it.
Law school.
Yes, if he had planned it better, he probably would have been a very dangerous criminal.
No, I don't think so.
So, yeah, that's about it. So right now, I guess the most recent update is where he tried to appeal, but they denied it. So he's, probably gonna be in jail for almost the rest of his life.
Not for the rest of his life. How many years did they give him?
1 million.
They did give him 1 million years. They give him a life.
Let's see. Let me see if he's eligible for parole or not.
Yeah, let's get him a job.
Yeah, he can be your housemaid.
I don't want a murderer as a housemaid. What the heck? Didn't
Oh, so he was sentenced to a life in prison with a chance for parole in 30 or so years.
only did that.
So, yeah, I mean, he could. I mean, if he does get parole, he'll be an old man.
Why don't you write on his behalf to free him?
Because I don't want to.
The heck? What kind of person are you?
Oh my god, what are you doing? But, yeah, so I think next week we'll do a cast about something like for the Halloween season, something spooky.
Something satanic, even.
Yeah.
We'll do a how-to guide of how to have a seance. How-to guide.
Yeah, how to use a Ouija board, something like that. And we could do a live showing where Kai uses it or Zach uses it.
And yeah. Well,
So yeah, so we can do that for like a Halloween special.
your mom's a Halloween special. Well, thank you for all the sick freaks who listen to this podcast. Hope you learned something. Not important, but important to put on YouTube so the people can have it.
All right. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll tune in next week. We'll have that something spooky going on, some kind of Halloween cast. And yeah, and then send us any questions you have. Yeah, post comments. We read them all, even the hate ones. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Hunt the people who hate down.